Week 3 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I'd look to sell and trade this week. The first guy, Kyle Wright of the Atlanta Braves. So last week I mentioned Wright as a sell candidate, and I'm going to continue to because right now he's off to an amazing start this season here for this Brave team. 17 innings, 2-0 record, 11 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 26 strikeouts, 2 quality starts, a 1.06 ERA, and an 0.76 whip. So I know this Brave team off to a slow start in the early going here. But Kyle Wright, he's gone out there, and he's pitched very well the first 3 outings this season. April 9th versus Cincinnati, 6 innings, got the win in that one. 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, a quality start. April 15th at San Diego, 5 innings, no decision in that ball game. 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. And then April 22nd versus the Marlins, 6 innings, got the win, no runs in that one. 4 hits, a walk, 11 Ks, and a quality start. So he's going out there, and he's mowing teams down. He's pitching great, and his strikeouts are really good as well, with already 31 on the season. So very surprising to see him come out of nowhere. I know we heard things about Wright over the last few seasons in the minor leagues, but this season here, he's come out of nowhere for this Brave team. And while his value is a peak value, there's no way he's going to keep an ERA, obviously, under a 2 this season. So right now, he's got another good matchup coming up April 28th versus the Cubs. And then after that, he'll be an incredible sell-high candidate. And maybe you could get a big bat for him, or even a starting pitcher who has better upside but is off to a slow start. So right now, while he's red hot or white hot is Kyle Wright, this is a perfect time to trade him, because I think by mid-season or even earlier, when he starts getting up there in innings, he's going to hit the wall a little bit, and the numbers obviously are going to be nowhere this good. The next guy is Pablo Lopez of the Miami Marlins. So Lopez, he's been off to a great start this season, and last season he was pretty solid as well for this Marlin team. So on the year, 17 and a third, 2-0 record, 10 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 17 Ks, a quality start, an 0.52 ERA, and an 0.75 whip. So he's gone out there, and he's pitched great baseball in his first 3 starts. And his outing tonight here at the Washington Nationals is another one where he should have a great game as Lopez, but I just can't trust it for the whole season to continue. And he's in a tough division with the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves, all teams that can hit the baseball. And even Washington has some decent hitters as well, obviously, with Soto, Josh Bell, and Nelson Cruz. So the first 3 outings here for Lopez. April 9th at the Giants, 5 innings, no decision, 3 hits, a run, a walk, 6 Ks in that ball game. April 15th versus Philly, 5 and a third, got the win, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. And April 21st versus the St. Louis Cardinals, 7 innings, a shutout ball, got the win, 3 hits, 9 Ks, and the quality start. So he's going out there. He's definitely getting the job done here as Lopez. But like I mentioned, it's not going to continue with this rate. He's in a tough division. I know he's mowed down some decent offenses early in the season, but as the summer months come ahead, most of these pitchers on this list, these guys are going to be the back end of your team, or even guys that might be droppable if they hit the wall. The next guy is Carlos Carrasco of the New York Mets. So Carrasco last season, he missed the first 3-4 months of the season with injury for the Mets. But this year, he's gone out there, and he's pitching great baseball, no doubt about it. But he's another guy I just can't trust for the remainder of the way is Carrasco. Even though I know 2 seasons ago with the Guardians, he was great before getting traded to the Mets. So far in the season here for Carrasco, 18 and a third inning, 1-0 record, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 20 Ks, and a quality start under his belt with a 1.47 ERA and an 0.60 whip. So right here, he's going out there, he's pitching good. But to be honest here, he hasn't versed that great of lineups. Today will be the true test here for Carrasco at the St. Louis Cardinals. We're looking at least salvage the series here with a win. So April 10th at Washington, 5 2/3, no decision. 2 hits and earned run, 5 Ks in that one. April 16th versus Arizona, 5 innings, no decision as well. 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks in that ball game. And April 21st versus the Giants, a great game, 7 2/3. Got the win in that one, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks, and a quality start. So like I mentioned, those offenses are pretty weak in my opinion here. And today will be the true test here for Carrasco. And to be honest, he only went 5+ innings the first 2 outings. And then his last one, he was masterful versus the Giants. But today's the true test versus San Francisco. And he's in a tough division where a lot of matchups with the Philly and Braves are coming up as well here for Carrasco. And this Met team, they're pitching lights out, no doubt. but it's going to be hard to sustain these stats. So right now, while he's on a great tear, is Carrasco. It's a perfect time to package him with someone or a one-for-one deal where you get a good return because it's not going to hold up, I believe, here for Carrasco. And who knows, even today, he could go out there and get bombed, and it might be too late to sell him off as a sell-high candidate. The next guy, Logan Gilbert of the Seattle Mariners. So Gilbert, one of the top prospects in their system last season. He came up and he showed pretty good flashes, but this season here, he's already taken the next step in the early going. Is Gilbert 3-0 record, 22 and a third, 15 hits and earned run, 4 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a quality start. So right here, the only thing with Gilbert, he don't go deep into ball games. 5-6 innings for the most part you're going to get out of him. April 19th in Minnesota, 5 innings, no decision, 3 hits, a run, a walk, 7 Ks. April 14th at Chicago White Sox, 5 innings, got the win, 4 hits, no runs, 4 Ks in that one. April 20th versus Texas, 6 2/3, got the win, 6 hits, no runs, 4 Ks, a quality start. And April 26th at Tampa Bay, 5 2/3, 2 hits, no runs in that ball game, got the win, 3 walks, 7 Ks. So he's going out there, he's pitching great baseball, no doubt about it. But even last season, he was going 5-6 innings at most, is Gilbert, and then he started hitting that rookie wall. So right now, first 4 outings, he's been great. He's been stellar, no doubt about it, is Gilbert. But I don't think he's a guy that's going to last. He's not going deep into games once again this season. And like I said last season, when he hit probably his 9th or 10th start is where the fatigue was kicking in and he wasn't pitching good baseball. But the thing's definitely on his side is the division isn't all that great besides the Houston Astros hitting the baseball. I know Texas has some hitters, but so far he's mowed them down in one of the outings versus them. But right now, Gilbert, he's a good pitcher, but I think you could get a lot from him, especially the numbers he's been putting up so far in the early season with an ERA and an 0.40 and 4 good starts. So right now, I think you could get a lot for him, and this is a perfect time to trade him while he's at peak value. And the 5th and final pitcher I look to sell and trade this week's Eric Lohr of the Milwaukee Brewers. So the Brewers here, another solid start to the season so far. And Eric Lohr, he's been pitching good, 16 and a third, 1-0 record, 13 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 23 strikeouts, 2 quality starts, a 2.20 ERA, and a 1.04 whip. So the lefty, he's gone out there, and 2 out of the 3 first starts for him have been good. And he's in a division as well that's not that good. Besides the St. Louis Cardinals, I don't think the competition is all that crazy. So that's definitely a thing on Lohr's side. So the first 3 outings for him this season: 12th at Baltimore, 4 1/3, no decision, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. April 18th versus Pittsburgh, 6 innings, got the win, 5 hits, an earned run, a walk, 5 Ks, a quality start. And then April 24th, what a ball game at Philly. 6 innings in that one, no decision though. 5 hits, a walk, 13 strikeouts, which is a career high, and a quality start. So Lohr, he's not known as a hard-throwing lefty that's going to strike out tons of guys. So after that game alone at a Philly team that swings for the fences a lot, especially in Citizens Bank Ballpark, I would sell him high just off that alone with a big ball game, because I don't think he's going to do it. I know he's got a good matchup coming up versus the Cubs April 30th, but that doesn't mean anything, because I think he's more of a 5-6 inning pitcher at best, and a guy who's not going to help you in a lot of situations for fantasy owners, even though he's on a pretty decent team with the Milwaukee Brewers. So Eric Lohr, package him with someone else, and I think you could get a good trade for him. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade here in week 3 of the fantasy baseball season.